Well, when questioned as to why she didn't turn over these emails, here's what Hillary Clinton said.
I chose not to keep my private, personal emails. Emails about planning Chelsea's wedding or my mother's funeral arrangements, condolence notes to friends, as well as yoga routines, family vacations.
The State Department, as we just talked about with Blake, confirming that 30 Benghazi-related emails have been found, have been recovered, is a better way to put it. Judicial Watch President, author of Clean House, Tom Fitton, is with me now. Tom, welcome and congratulations, because you had to sue the government under the Freedom of Information Act to even get access to this data and provide essentially a service to the American public. So do you feel like you can do a victory lap or still too early?
Well, yeah, it's kind of outrageous. They told us they found some Benghazi materials last week, and they said they'd give them to us beginning the end of September. We said, well, how many emails are we talking about? They didn't want to tell us. So we had to have a court hearing to get that one piece of information, 30 emails. They wanted till the end of September, one email a day, to review and release them. And they're not even sure all of them are necessarily responsive, per se, or they can be released. It's just absurd, and the court pressured the administration, given the national interest in this material, to move more quickly and demanded a report, a status report on September 6th, next week, and denied the State Department's request for more time.
So, Tom, let me ask you to put on a different hat, if you don't mind. Why do you think this drip, drip, drip approach somehow serves the other side? I don't even understand that.
Well, by delaying, there's an effort to delay. I mean, this is July. They received these emails. These are the emails the FBI recovered that Mrs. Clinton tried to delete. Now it turns out there are not yoga emails in there. There may be, but now there's Benghazi emails in there. And they've been sitting on those for a month, and they didn't want to tell us they had 30 emails. They wanted to take as long as 2 extra months to turn them over. So it's obviously a political delay. And Mrs. Clinton never wanted anyone to see these emails because they were deleted, and she deleted them. And the ones she did turn over, she never turned over voluntarily to begin with. This is just an indication, a further indication that the Clinton-Obama crowd are allied in withholding and delaying the release of information about Mrs. Clinton's tenure as Secretary of State to the American people.
Tom, that is the email, the Benghazi-related emails that were recovered separately. As Blake Berman was just telling us, the FBI is going to release the notes. Previously, at least most people were under the impression those notes wouldn't be released, but from the private closed-door interview that it had with Hillary Clinton, what do you think we're going to learn?
We're going to learn what Mrs. Clinton told the FBI and just how half-baked the FBI investigation was, given the outcome. We've been asking for these notes as well, and we were going to sue if we don't get them, and we may still sue because there are a lot of other interviews that took place that may not be released. So we'll see what's released in the end and what's withheld. On top of that, we just submitted questions to Mrs. Clinton today. We sent it over to her lawyer that she's going to have to respond to under oath. So, you know, trust Judicial Watch to get some answers under oath from Mrs. Clinton, presumably that the FBI was unable to get. You know, she upended the Freedom of Information Act in a way that we're still dealing with today. We had 3 government lawyers in federal court trying to tell the American people why they needed to wait as long as 2 months for 30, or at least 1 month for 30 emails to be released. And thank you, Mrs. Clinton, for setting that up.
All right, Tom Fitton, thank you so much for the time and for your work. As I highlighted, many people point out you are doing a service to the U.S. that no one else is.